Uh, Sorry, I'm just setting up my okay, take your time. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Okay, so I've been listening to this music theory course, and I don't completely understand it. I feel like I'm not absorbing the information as best as I could, but but I think I'm gathering some useful hello, Aetheric. Sorry, Etheric. I don't know. But welcome to the stream. So we are going to try and do a chord progression based off of the Roman numerals. And how about, well, okay, we can, we can, I don't know. It's just, I don't want to just do like C, it's just, okay, so the chord progression is in C major, but it applies, it's only in C major because that's the most basic chord, or not chord, octave with all the white notes. I was thinking, what if I challenge myself to apply the Roman numerals? Oh, eighth? Okay, sure. Sounds good. Oh, I should subscribe. I did not realize that was not number one. Oh, I should put my headphones in. Da 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 da. Is this working? Oh, got out of my ear. Yep. Okay. So the first one is four. So four two. So if we go to the fourth note, one, two, three, four. I've already forgotten how to do this. Oh, and then we go to the next note like this. Okay. We put this in FL Studio mode. Extend this. How about, oh, um, how about we lower the beats per minute to like 1.5? Okay. And then it's two. So then we go to the second one, which is this. Increase it by two. Increase it by two. Okay. Yeah, I've been there. Um, I would just recommend to activate that behavior anyway, because you might get stuck in a cycle of like, feeling like you're not good enough, not practicing, feeling worse because you haven't been practicing and thus your skill deteriorates. And so to break that cycle, you just have to make music anyway. Yeah. Okay, that's fine, Andrew. Thank you for letting me know. Next one is five. So one, two, three, four, five. Skip one, skip one. And we lower this to about this. That happens to me every 2 to 3 months, and I go back. Yeah, just practice patience with yourself. The next one is three. I want to do like more diminished chords and stuff, but like, okay, the next one is five. I wish there were like labels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have been practicing. Uh, yes, we are doing, well, I think this is a mix of major and minor chords actually. Because like some of them, like for example, this one is like a three, like there's like three in between and then there's two in between here, which means it's a major chord if I understand correctly, but then this one there's only two in between, but there's three in between here. So that means it's a minor chord, right? Did I understand that correctly? Okay, that's our first chord progression. And then we can, um, oh my God, I'm actually learning and I'm not just wasting my time. That's so poggies. Um, let's make a new pattern. Oh, and we can rename the pattern. Let's call this, rename. Where is the rename function? Rename color. One. White. Renaming color. Chord. 1/4. And then let's make a new chord 2/4. That isn't what is it called? A time signature. That's just me how I label it. Next one is 4. So we can just copy this. Control C. Next one is 2. Oh, we could have copied. Fine. I should just learn. Oh, okay. Bye. Good luck with your ELA. Next one is 2. I want to vary it up a little bit. And then the next one is what is it? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, did I count that correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Oh God, do you count the first note as one or no, you don't. So, wait, did I do it correctly? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did. Okay. I was like doubting myself for a second. And then we lower it to a half. Then this one's 4, so we can just place this here. Then this one's 1. That does sound more, that sounds like, because like 1, if you end with 1, that sounds like an end of the sentence. And that does sound like the end of a sentence. That's so interesting. Wowzers. I'm applying what I learned. Chord 3/4. How many degrees do you consider cold? Um, let me think. Right now it's like kind of cold and it's only, well, I don't actually know the temperature, but it's probably like in this, maybe like, well, it depends on like the context, because like, I guess I would just say like the 60s, low 60s are cold. I mean, I don't know. And I'm talking in Fahrenheit. Outside. Oh. Um, yeah, still same answer, I think. I live in Los Angeles, so the weather here is like pretty all right. We do a 3. Is that 3? No, that wasn't big. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It feels all very samey. It's 5. Oh God. Well, it is winter, so if you're in the northern hemisphere, yeah. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. I hope you don't. What happens when it's cold? I don't hope you hope glub glub. I don't. I. Why am I stuttering so much? I hope you don't get a cold or anything. 5. So 1, 2, 3. That seems wrong. No, don't be. No, I love when people bring up their own topics. Um, forward, forward slash forward. Okay. Last one. Uh, oh my God. My God. My God. My God. Okay, this one is 6, so we can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Oh my God, that's Starless World too. Or it sounded like it. It's not, but it sounded like it. This one is 4, 3. Oh, I messed up. Divide this by this. 5. And then we end with the whole. F3. Sorry, I see chat message. I'll read it in 1 second. Just want to listen to this. Okay, let's listen to the full thing. So we drop each chord progression in here. Oh, wait, why is it, what? Here we go. Okay, the problem is I haven't experienced anything strong in a while and I've often reading these things. Every time I experience something, the energy refills me instantly. Interesting. I haven't experienced anything strong in a while. Yeah, I think that that's valid. Um, I suppose you should just seek out new experiences and like find something new that's really cool. And I don't know what that would be, but um, let's listen to this now. That's not supposed to. No, that's not supposed to repeat. Oh wait, that didn't repeat. Wait, what the heck? Okay, that sounds pretty fine. I need a catalyst if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. Hi, monkey. Um, I wish for your success in finding that. Or I hope that maybe even in some realm of possibility, why am I stuttering so much? That I could be like a new experience, or maybe something, I don't know, like listening, I don't know. It's just I've been told that like people feel inspired from me, and like I strive to achieve that. Thank you. Um, Now I feel cringe. I feel cringe. Yeah, no, it's okay. Um, that makes sense. You're still sick, yeah. I hope you feel better, Moki. Okay, that's That's all right. That is an all right melody. So how did this person do it? They added like
by a 4 and squeeze it in the same bar than the 7 to have super net first beat. So we finish to have that nice descent of 6, 5, 4, 3. And there we have our chord progression with the 4 to 7 that will be the core of our progression. And then first we have a half cadence that bring a bit of suspension, then a plagal cadence there, and then we finish on an authentic cadence that is more conclusive. For this chord progression I decided to go for the tonality of C minor, because minor is cool, and when you are in a minor tonality, you can make the 5 chord major when they prepare a cadence, even though they're supposed to be minor in these tonalities. It adds some tension and make these cadences better. I'll explain why more in details in the next video, but just so you know, I made these two last 5 chord major. So in C minor, this is the chord progression we end
oh, should I do that? Um, let's see. They are major though, right? Oh, this one is no, wait, this one's major. Oh wait, no, it isn't. But then if I put it here, it's gonna sound dissonant. Yeah. Um, okay.
with. Play that with a rhythm, add a bass, a drum and a little melody on top, and here is one way this can sound.
You haven't taught me how to make melody though, Wuchia. I don't know if which your name is hard to pronounce, but hard to pronounce. But okay, now let's do bass. Bass, 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 bass. So the root note. Wow, that sounds cool. Let's just practice. Um, I don't know. I don't really da 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 da. Okay, that's instead of focusing on bass, I should focus on the melody. Um, well, I just realized I can't really like, oh my God. Why is that so loud? Because I made it loud. No. I might just watch more of this video to be honest. Skip past all this because I already watched it.
How the chord itself is built.
I don't like these scene transitions.
In the scale of C major, the 5th degree chord, which is G, is built with the root note G, the major third B, and the perfect 5th D. This
Yes.
note B is very close, just a semitone away from the tonic C of our scale. And this fundamental have such a strong role in the scale that this B wants to climb up this little semitone to go to the tonic. That's why it's called the leading tone, because it creates this friction that generally leads to the tonic. If we look at the minor scale, like A minor, the 5th degree is supposed to be a minor chord, right? But when you use this chord to make a cadence, so from 5 to 1 in A minor would be E minor to A minor, when you make a cadence, you can make it major to have this leading tone of a half step below the tonic and add this friction to your chord progression. So the E chord would lead more easily to the A chord using this leading tone. In fact,
Okay, so I'm trying to just like internalize what the tutorial or the course is trying to teach. And like, if I had to summarize the last minute of the video, it's like um, the semitone that is connected to the higher note that is immediately after the third. What is it called? The not the perfect third. That is the perfect fifth. Um, the major third is like creating tension. I don't know.
Any dominant chord, a chord of fifth degree that is preparing a cadence, can be made major in any tonality.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
So in A minor, it allows you to use the note G sharp that is normally not in the scale. The minor scale, as we've seen so far, is actually only one kind of minor scale that we call the natural minor scale. This possibility to play a major chord on a fifth degree on a minor scale adds an alto note, and that actually creates an alternative minor scale that we call harmonic minor
Hmm.
scale. Harmony is the combination of several tones played simultaneously, thus chords. This harmonic minor scales allows us to have a major chord on the fifth degree and therefore create better, authentic cadence in a minor tonality. In the same way we did in the video about scales, we can transpose this scale to any tonality, as long as we follow the sequence of intervals.
Oh, that's what I just had a realization. That's why there's like a minor natural and the minor, where is it? Minor harmonic. Yes. So the difference, okay, so that each, yes. Okay, that makes sense. So I have to choose, okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
That build it. So the sequence of interval that build it is one tone, one semitone, one tone, one tone, one semitone, one tone and a half, one semitone.
One
This
tone and a
scale is
half.
great
My
harmonically,
God.
but melodically, this one tone
Meow.
and a half between the sixth and the seventh note is quite a big gap. As to make a great melody, smaller intervals are often preferred, and this bothered composers enough for them to create a third minor scale by raising the sixth note by a semitone. The gap between the sixth and the seventh notes being now reduced to one tone. This is what we call the melodic minor scale. The sequence
Melodic. Hang on, where is that? Melodic, melodic. Yes. Wow. That makes sense.
of interval that defines it is one tone, one semitone, one tone, one tone, one tone, one tone, one semitone. In fact, this melodic minor scale is just like the major scale, except the third is minor. The handy thing is that when you're using a minor tonality, you can rather freely use the natural, harmonic, and melodic minor scales at the same time, depending on the context.
Oh, okay.
Mainly using the natural scale, then using the harmonic scale for cadences, and the melodic scale for certain melodic movements, which can make the minor tonality.
Yeah, so that's something I want to try, is that like I've been sticking to like one singular, excuse me, I've been sticking to one singular scale for each, like, I don't know, project each day. I usually stick to one scale. But like I realized I can mix the different, I don't even know if this is sharing on my screen, but when I right, yeah, it is. When I right click the music button that is flashing green, oh, wait, yeah, this one. That wow, 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 crazy stuff, crazy stuff. I feel like I can slow down the beats for a minute, like maybe to like 60. Hmm. I don't know. It sounds kind of samey. It's like it's not innovative. It doesn't sound interesting. It's not intriguing.
is very rich in possibilities.
Your ears hurt? What happened?
So when we play a chord of fifth degree, its third will create a tension, and we can emphasize this tension by making the chord a seventh chord. For a G chord, it will become G, B, D, F. The interval between the
Hmm.
B and the F here is a diminished fifth. And
Yes, that's what. Okay, I was like, I want to try doing like a diminished, or what is it? Augmented, diminished, blub, blub, blub.
this is very dissonant. This dissonance adds to the friction created by the leading tone, making it even more powerful. This configuration, a major third with a perfect fifth and a minor seventh, is called a
Minor
dominant
seventh.
seventh chord, because that's the type of chord we often use on a dominant chord to be resolved on the tonic. Using the same logic, you can also use this dominant seventh chord on any fifth degree of any scale if it's preparing a cadence. So I can resolve the G7 chord by going to C minor instead of C major. Or I can use a E7 chord to resolve on either A major or A minor chord. Or I can use a D7 to go to either a G major or G minor. These dominant chords and dominant seventh chords are very useful in many situations. But before we get there, in the next video I'll explain a bit more about this circle of fifth, which is one of the more powerful tools a composer can have. This figure is called the circle of fifth because it shows
Sorry, I'm just in a mood. Um, I cannot seem to move this tab for some reason. Give me 1 second. My
all the
God.
notes going from fifth to fifth. So here the fifth of C is G, and the fifth of G is D, the fifth of D is A, etc. As all the notes are arranged by fifth, we can easily see what the fifth of each note by going clockwise on the circle. But as the fourth is the fifth below the tonic, we can also quickly see what the fourth of each note by going anti-clockwise on the circle.
Why is it fourth?
So
What?
the fourth of G is C, the fourth
Oh,
of
because
C
it's
is
Roman
F,
numerals.
the fourth
Okay.
of F is B flat, and so on and so forth. But more than notes, this circle represents tonalities, and this circle allows you to quickly know which notes are in each tonality. The tonality of C major, that is at the top, is made of only natural notes, which means that it's all the white keys on the piano keyboard. Then all the tonalities that are on the right side of the circle will have sharp notes in them. Each step you go clockwise will add one sharp note, and the sharp notes appears in that order: F, C, G, D, A, E, B. As a mnemonic to remember it, it's written there on the circle, from F to B. So the G major
Wait.
scale begins with a G.
F, C, G. It's. That is going to be difficult to remember, and hopefully I don't have to, but I probably will. So, yeah. Hmm. Um, I don't know what to do. Ah!
And we'll have one sharp note, which will be F sharp. So the G major scale is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. The D major scale begins with a D and will have two sharp notes, which are F,
Oh,
C. So that's D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp. One
that's
last
interesting.
example. The B major scale will have five sharp notes, which are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. So the B major scale
Why
is
does
B,
this matter
C
though?
sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Then
Okay, let's go into B major. B major. Well, I don't. B major.
Then all the tonality on the left hand side of the circle will have flat notes in them. Same principle.
What is it? I've never learned the difference between like flat and sharp notes. I know that they are literally the same thing, just different ways of calling them. But like they're all the black keys, and like if it's below or to the left of the, sorry, I was thinking below because I have the piano to the side, but as a piano, it's like usually to the left. If it's to the left, it's flat. If it's to the right, it's sharp. So like G sharp is A flat, A sharp is B flat. But why? Why have two names?
Each step you go anti-clockwise at the flat notes in the scale, and the flat notes appear in that order: B, E, A, D, G,
Oh,
C, F, which is the exact opposite order of the appearance of the sharp notes. So the scale of F major have one flat note, which is B flat. So the F major scale is F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E. The scale of B flat major has two flat notes, which are B flat and E flat. So the B flat major scale is B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A. One last example,
yes.
the scale of A flat major has four flat notes, which are B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. So the A flat major scale is A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G. Do you remember when I said this figure can come in very handy as a reference, and it should definitely be on the cheat sheet if you need one? This is where it comes handy, because knowing these chords of the C major scales allows us to transpose them to the scales we just found in the circle of fifth. We know the first chord will be major, the second and the third degrees would be minor, the fourth and the fifth degrees would be major, the sixth minor, and the seventh diminished. So these are the chords you can use in the tonality of A flat major, for instance. In the same way, you can find all the chords of all the major tonalities around the circle. Now, looking at this circle of fifth, you should be able to find the notes of any major scales. But it doesn't stop there. As said in the video about scales, every major scale has a relative minor scale. This is a minor tonality that will use exactly the same notes than its relative major scale. The relative minor of C major is A minor, for example. From there, you can write all the
Yes.
minor tonalities on the circle, as they are all relative to a major scale. So in the same way that we did for the major tonalities, you can find all
Oh,
the notes
okay.
for all the minor
So it's
scales.
like the reason that happens, C major is all the white keys and A minor is all the white keys too. Because it's just you can the same pattern of like tone, semitone, tone, semitone creates yes. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Um,
scales. For example, the C minor scale has three flat notes, which are B flat, E flat, and A flat. So the C minor scale is C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat. And the C sharp minor scale has four sharp notes, which are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. So the C sharp minor scale is C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. And in the same way we did with the major tonalities, you can know each chord of each minor tonalities. We know the A minor scale uses the same notes than the C major scale, so it also uses the same chords, except the scale starts on an A. So these are the chords of the A minor scales, and we can transpose them to any tonality. The first degree is minor, the second is diminished, the third degree is major, the fourth and the fifth are minor, and the sixth and seventh degrees are major. These, for instance, are the chords you can use in a C sharp minor tonality. So now we have all the tonalities around the circle, and we can quickly find the notes for each of them. It also works the other way around. You can find the tonalities you are in from the notes you have in a melody. If you have a melody where all the Fs are sharp and all the other notes are natural, you're probably in G major or E minor. If all the Bs and the Es are flat, you're probably in B flat major or G minor. The way this circle is arranged, it groups similar tonalities together. C major is close to G major because only one note, or rather one alteration, separate them. This comes very handy to make modulations, to switch from a tonality to another, because the more notes a tonality have in
oh,
common,
okay,
the
so it's
easier
like,
it is to modulate
wait,
from
wait,
one to
wait.
the other.
It is kind of like the color wheel, where like the analogous ones are easy. Okay, that's valid. That's so crazy.
The other. From C major, for instance, it should be very easy to make a transition to A minor, as all the notes are in common. It should also be quite easy to go to G major, E minor, F major, or D minor, as they all have only one note or one alteration that differ
Mm.
from C major. These tonalities that are close
Hi, Manny.
to C major are called its C
Konbawa, ante wa daisuku.
adjacent scales, and modulations to an adjacent scale is always smoother. And it would be more difficult to make a transition between C major and F sharp major, which is very far on the circle, as they have a lot of alteration that separate them. So when you are looking to do a modulation, the circle of fifth can be very handy to know the neighbor tones
Okay.
of your tonality, to know which tonality will be easier and make a smoother transition. So if you are in B minor, the adjacent scales would be D major, E minor, G major, F sharp minor, and A
Wow,
major.
that's so
And in the
cool.
same way, you could
That's
find
actually
any
so
adjacent
cool.
scale for any tonality. And now I realize I haven't talked clearly about how to make these modulations, so that is what we'll talk about in the next video. In the last episode, we talked about cadences and dominant chords, basically saying that a chord of fifth degree naturally creates a tension that wants to be resolved by a chord of the first degree. And
Okay,
also,
let's try to apply this knowledge. So we have our melody, um, or when you try reading Ramanji, you sound like you're reading from a sacred cult. Yeah, I know I don't have an accent and like I probably butcher some of the pronunciations, but maybe I do want to create a sacred cult. Azure always jokes about like the prospect cult. Oh, sorry, I'm like exhausted. Oh my God. Oh, that sounds cool. Sorry, I'm just messing around. Okay. So the only thing is like I probably should have done. How do I like? Uh, we are in. Oh wait, we weren't. We were in F. Wait, what were we in? Did I literally forget what I was in? Yes, I did. It was F sharp major. Yes. So hang on, let's look at the circle of fifths.
Saying that really episode how to make adjacent pair
F
for the
sharp
major.
major. So a good one to go to would be B major. B major. So let's put B. My gums would bleed from merely eating. Wait, sorry. My gums would bleed from merely eating an apple. How are you faring? Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm okay though. Um, I just like I'm not very engaged in making art. I'm just kind of like watching a video to help me make art. But okay, B major. Um, do do. Wait, is Toby Fox's Freedom motif from B major? That'd be crazy. Okay, yeah, I need to see what the melody is. Okay, so B. Do, 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 do. Wait, why is it green? Oh, because we're in the slug mode. Wasn't there like something I was doing that was like better? I've done this all wrong. I've done this all wrong. It's chill. Just watching could be a part of the process, even when you're not actually making anything. I was just looking at my art on Insta. You say everyone looks so proud of what they made. Oh yeah. Um, I try to internalize that. It's just like it's hard for me to like. Um, I don't know. I feel like I should be entertaining, and I should entertain you. I'm your little jester, and like, well, I'm not. What am I saying? As a streamer, I just want to like provide entertainment for my audience and not just be like. But to address your second clause or your second sentence rather, I was looking at an art on Insta yesterday, and everyone looks so proud of what they make. Yeah, I feel like some people actually like have like the ability to like I don't know appreciate themselves, which is cool. I strive for that. I strive for that. Repetition is the greatest form of emphasis. Now you don't get to put your what? Understand the need to. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Manny. I'm deleting this message. It was funny though. But it wasn't worth it. Don't you dare say it was worth it. It was not worth it. It was not worth it. It was not worth it. I can't validate I can't be like, oh, this was funny. Because then that validates and you feel like, yes, I need to do this more. I need to get away with more. No, it wasn't worth it. Dude, I'm trying to do the thing where you like switch, what is it? You modulate the chord. No, not the chords. You modulate the scales so that like one scale is like similar to the other. Argagar. Um yes, I don't like sitting down though. I should be standing. I should be putting in my best. Ah! The voices, I have to grab an axe. I have to, I have to save everyone from death. Kill everything, but save the people so they continue to exist in a materialistic world. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so sorry. Uh, no, not that. Um. Do-do-do-do-do-do. What? I didn't know these sounds good. Even though your chair is the only one that gets to see your. Okay. Okay. If it was just badunka I would be fine. But you had to use the word voluptuous. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? One more message like that, and you will be put in timeout, and all your messages will be deleted. And I hate that that's a feature, but you know what? You cannot keep getting away with this. You cannot keep getting away with this. Uh, so we can like increase this, but like Okay. No, save me. No, 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 no. I have to save everyone from death. I have to save everyone from death. I have to save everyone from death. Your smile is worth witnessing at the expense of censorship and never at the cost of values. That's a secret technique for a good joke. I'm not sure what I should draw next. Maybe just forms. Oh, but you should draw next? Explodes into a million pieces. You should, you should draw, I don't know, I don't want to just suggest like an observational piece, but like, that's always what I say. It's like when you don't know what to draw, just draw what you see, or draw how you feel. Rah. No, I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't feel anything. I need to absorb safe FW's essence and and I feel like we're doing a ton of muscular and value studies, but since I draw my phone, I'm complete because I need somewhere to display the reference. That's what I see. Oh, yeah, that's, I'm very privileged to have multiple monitors, 'cause I just, being able to like have my references on the front screen and then my tablet with its own display. Um, I wish, I mean, maybe you can like do some like layering where like you have like you import the image into the software that you draw on and then you have it on your screen even if it's like smaller. Maybe that could work. Only if you want to. I should really copy and paste all the. Okay, yeah. We can't have the chord progression in like separate. Wait, you're a 1800 chess player? Oh my God. I haven't played chess in like weeks. I'm so sorry. It kind of I just rage quit it and I got into Overwatch. So like it's not Rah! Okay. Delete, 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 delete. Sure. I'm literally like a five, wait, not even. I'm like a, wait, am I 500 or 300? I don't even remember. But it's just, you will like absolutely kill me in half. Not even like, no mercy. No. Oh, I streamed for an hour. I have no reason to stick around. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But um, why do I just say things without thinking? Ugh. I'll play with one eye closed and be actually dissociated. One eye closed. Yeah, that's gonna. So funny. All good. Oh wait, when did you send that message? Um, I'm so sorry if I did not see your message, but yes, things are all good. I'm so sorry. I have got to pay attention more. So I've kind of like learned chords, but I don't. Please, tutorial, teach me about melodies. I need to slap a melody onto this pattern. I got so lucky on the 31st of December. Since then, it has been a drought of making music. Yeah, how do we disable an instrument? Oh, we can turn it off here. Yes, remember. Rah, 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 rah. Starless World 2, save me, save me. I want to make music like you, save FW. Save FW, I want to make music like you. I want to make music like you. Ah, I don't feel anything. Oh, I forgot to press start. Wonder.
World comprised of nothing but myself.
I don't feel, I don't hear, I don't see, I don't love, I don't mourn, because there's no one to mourn but me. Stars lost in the fever dream. Um, I need to use the bathroom. Getting out of it, getting out of it, getting out of sleep once more. I no more yearn for the starless world crushing. Okay. Yes, thank you. I really appreciate your words of kindness, Jinwoo. Um, I hope you, I hope you, I hope you um have a good day. Yeah. My God, I might end stream because I'm not. Excuse me. And my